Friends, I was really surprised over the criticism of the Prime Minister by the Congress Vice President. That democracy under the present dispensation was going through one of the darkest hours. What is dark? And that too coming from such a party, this criticism, it really suits them well and their regime. Every word is said. Opposition is being arrested, channels are being punished. Every word said by him suits them and reminds the nation of what they have done. He may not be knowing. Democracy has been never vibrant. People from all walks of the life, they feel that they have a say in the governance issues. These sermons are coming from a party which has imposed emergency. 19.5 months only. Democracy was off, taken off air for 19.5 months. Secondly, opposition was put behind bars, all except their loyal. Secondly, the opposition was put behind bars, except Her Majesty's loyal opposition. Third, democratic rights were trampled, civil liberties were curtailed, censorship was imposed on media. Every paper has to show to the concerned officers and PMO, get clearance, then only publish. Daily censorship. Committed judiciary theory was propounded. And then supersession of the Supreme Court judges. You don't hear us, you don't toe our line, then you are superseded. Supreme Court judges. And comes out with a stunning argument in the Supreme Court by the Attorney General of India. If a common man if a citizen is shot by a police officer, no remedy, sir. This was the argument put forth by the Attorney General of the time, Sri Narayan Day, late Narayan Day, on record. And then cinemas were censored. If there is any reference about emergency or the dark deeds and misdeeds of the government, people were harassed and tortured, right from Jay Prakash Narayan to the local boys up to the age of 11 years and 13 years were arrested and put in jail. 11 years and 13 years. And now that party is talking of democracy and fundamental rights is like devils quoting scriptures. The Congress party and its vice presidents are so frustrated because they are losing state after state. Leader after leader, including chief ministers. And PCC presidents deserting the party. While in contrast, the popularity of the Prime Minister has been growing with each passing day, both inside and outside the country. and particularly with no prospects of faring well, even in upcoming Uttar Pradesh poll where they are nowhere, after showing readiness to strike an alliance with any party, unnatural, unholy alliance. The outburst today in the CWC meeting against the Prime Minister is out of frustration and depression. As I said, every criticism the Congress made suits the party better, as it was Congress which has imposed emergency, put 3 lakh people inside the jail. Democracy never vibrant before as it is today. You can write articles criticizing that if the Prime Minister dies tomorrow, you can wish the death of the Prime Minister and write articles in prominent papers. Nobody takes action. You can call the Prime Minister name by names. No action. This is democracy. And now these people, and there you have seen some people who are criticizing this action, they themselves have put people who have brought some cartoons. I need not explain who it is. कार्टून के लिए जेल भेजा, और वो लोग हमारा निंदा कर रहे हैं अभी। और एक आदमी ने एक कार्टून, वो तो उन्होंने लैम्पून किया, सीएम को ऐसा नहीं करना था, बट पॉपुलर मूवी सोनार किला, उसमें से वो तो कार्टून के ऊपर फिर अंत में उनको कोर्ट से रिलीफ मिला है। ये एक और एक कार्टून सर्कुलेट किया, उनको भी कोर्ट से रिलीफ मिला। ये लोग हमारे ऊपर उंगली उठा रहे। We have not done anything which hurts the freedom of the press. It is this party which is criticizing us, which is adopting double standards. They are saying that we are anti-poor. You have been in power for more than 55 years. Country has become poorer, rich has become richer. You have devalued the institutions. You brought the family rule. You try to silence the opposition by imposing Article 356, dismissing the elected state governments umpteen number of times. Some of those people who are now coming out and criticizing this small action, that too as a caution, they never opened their mouth at that time, comfortably enjoying emergency. And during UPA regime, 21 channels were banned. Some of them were banned for airing midnight masala, whereas we are worried about daylight portrayal of these terrorist activities with a running commentary about the whereabouts of a depot, ammunition depot, aircrafts, other things. And why this violent verbal attacks when they were silent at that time? I found a difference. The difference was, it was Congress then and BJP now. So that's where you got that freedom. Why they were silent at that time? Because they know the consequences. Here now they could be very violent because they know that this government will not do anything to curtail the freedom of the critics. Please understand this. I would like to remind the Congress Vice President that it was the UPA government which stipulated for the first time the norms for coverage of terrorist activities and also what makes coverage amounting to coverage against the interest of the nation. These norms were issued during the UPA regime. Coverage of terrorist activities, what makes coverage amounting to coverage against the interest of the nation has been defined by the UPA regime. We have just simply followed it only. And in an advisory issued to all media agencies on December 3rd, 2008, please note, unbalanced reporting of news about terrorist attacks is likely to inhibit the return to normalcy in the circumstances and indirectly supports the basic designs of the terrorist to create chaos. Repeated visuals and stories pertaining to the attack which would make the terrorist feel their attack was a success should therefore be avoided. Continued unbalanced reporting which inhibits restoration of normalcy and propagates a feeling of insecurity may be treated as a coverage against the interests of the nation and attract appropriate action against the rules. This is not Venkaiah Naidu or even Arun Jaitley, who was the minister earlier. It was Congress regime. It is hence clear UPA government wanted media to abide by some norms, violation of which amounts to acting against the interest of the country. I have no quarrel with them. Such concerns of UPA government shared by this government found to be violated by both the government that has led to incorporation of Rule 6(1)(p) last year. It was found necessary since a rule would be more binding than an advisory. In this backdrop of having defined the norms of coverage, what constitutes anti-national coverage, how can we be accused of curbing the freedom of media? Anybody with common sense, and that to people who have been in power, who laid down these guidelines, how can they criticize the same guidelines? That is the specialty of the Congress party. They does everything, and then they say, why are you implementing this? That's the problem with Congress. If the Congress wants to debate what constitutes national interest, and if no action is to be taken when they are violated, we are ready for such a discussion in the coming session of Parliament. We are saying we'll make Parliament strong, let them make, no problem. The problem is of intolerance, growing intolerance. There is a growing intolerance in the country amongst our political and ideological opponents. They are not able to digest the very emergence of a government led by Sri Narendra Modi. His increasing popularity day by day. That's why they are becoming intolerant and trying to create issues out of non-issues. It's ridiculous to say that PM Modi is obsessed with power. The entire nation knows who and which family was obsessed with power for which the country was thrown into dark days of emergency. This is for a cause. You may find fault with me. That was not for a cause emergency. It was for a person. There was no issue before the country at that time. Nothing was under threat. Not even this fog. This so-called emergency. Now because people are using for everything word emergency. The other day only PM said that the coming generations too should discuss the consequence of such anti-democratic emergency so that none could think of doing the same. Friends, we are all victims of emergency, including me. And then we fought against emergency. Right from our leaders, Atal Bihari Vajpayee to Advanijis, Jayaprakash Narayan up to my level of people, we have been put behind bars. So we will never do anything which will hurt the freedom of the press. We believe in the freedom of press, freedom of expression, criticism. That's why I always say, I propose, you oppose, let the House dispose. That is what our belief is. And not only Congress and their co-comrades also are joining this. Comrades, how they are intolerant, that's being seen and witnessed in Kerala today. What is happening there? Physically finishing the political opponents. 21 of 28 cases where channels were taken off since 2005 were in UPA period. including the present channel which is under discussion. Their channel for profit. Channel name? Profit. NDTV Good Times. And we have nothing against the channel. We all go for the debates. We join their programs also, and they were doing that about Clean India campaign, Clean-a-thon. I myself appeared. We have no problem. They are critical of us. We know that, but nothing wrong. It is their right. It is the policy of their management. So we have no issue on that. And then, friends, these are curious times. A set of people who occupy open space in newspapers, some newspapers, and screen space and TV channels are crying hoarse over an impending emergency. I assure them you will never get such an opportunity as long as we are there. The thing is to note is that long sermons are being written comparing the situation to emergency without even talking up why action was taken, why they were silent at that time. Friends, I have two small examples. I'll just give it, and then this Janamat channel has been prohibited for transmission from September 20th, 2007 to October 20th, 2007. Janamat. To reduce the punishment, they have approached the minister. And minister has issued an order after 20 days. This is Mr. Prejan Das Munshi, Minister for Information and Broadcasting, 12th October 7th. I have the details of that. There are many such things. After 20 days off, now nothing has happened also. But still already, this, that and all, as if the heavens have fallen and all. The point is, and I also read one sentence. They have not said that they have not violated Rule 6.1p. They should acknowledge if such a rule exists or not, and why action cannot be taken, should not be taken. That the channel also has to express. But I explain. I am not more on channel. I am only the other channels of communication, Congress, Communist and their supporters. My quarrel is with them. Friends, the particular TV was issued a notice for revealing sensitive information. I will just read one sentence, which is very interesting. I do not want to trouble you further. Any attempt to justify the conduct of the TV channels by citing the right to freedom of speech and expression would be totally wrong and unacceptable in such a situation. The freedom of expression, like all other freedoms under Article 19, is subject to reasonable restrictions. An action tending to violate another person's right to life guaranteed under Article 21 or putting national security in jeopardy can never be justified by taking the plea of freedom of speech and expression. Very, very important, this one. This has not seen the light so far. The shots and visuals that were shown live by the TV channels could have also been shown after all the terrorists were neutralized and such security operations were over. But in that case, the TV program would not have had the same shrill, scintillating and chilling effect and would not have shot up the TRP ratings of such channels. It must therefore be held that by covering live the terrorist attack in Mumbai in the way it was done, Indian TV channels were not serving any national interest or social cause. On the contrary, they were acting on their own commercial interest, putting the national security jeopardy. Not Venkaiah Naidu or Narendra Modi or some like-minded so-called nationalist journalists today. Now calling, some people are ridiculing also nationalist, as if people who are writing are nationalists. And these are nationalists. I am happy about them. And then this is said by the Honorable Supreme Court of India. Okay? let them understand that this is not the interpretation given by us. This Radhakant Yadav, petitioner versus Union of India and others, respondents. Transfer petition criminal number 30 of 2012. State of Maharashtra appellant, Fahim Harshad Muhammad Yusuf Ansar and others, respondent. And then related cases, they are all there. So that is the position. The judgment date was judgment date. Judgment date. We can get the date. We will inform you. Just now, I was coming here. We went through this thing, and then after all, these are all given by you people only. You people means from the media, from the internet, and from websites and other things. See, friends, this is a criminal appeal of numbers 1899-1900 of 2011. The Supreme Court of India, Criminal Appellate Jurisdiction. Now you can search it quicker than me. So friends, the sum and substance of what I want to say is, the Congress has no moral right to criticize. Don't put an accusing finger, it will revert back to you. You have imposed emergency, you have curtailed freedom of press, you have did everything against democratic principles and norms, and then you have set the tone for even setting up these regulations, and you have also taken off 21 channels. And now what is this? You are now trying to portray this government as if there is no democracy in the country. It is laughable. The Congress Vice President's statements or comments are laughable. So this much from my side, friends.
राहुल गांधी ने कहा है कि विपक्ष की आवाज को दबाना चाहती है सर, इस तरह के कदम।
हाँ, दबा रहे ना, सब विपक्ष को जेल में डाला, जेल में डाल के संविधान को संशोधन किया। मोदी जी की सरकार ने सभी विपक्ष को जेल में डाल के संविधान में संशोधन किया, और पार्लियामेंट का टर्म 5 साल था, उसको 6 साल कर दिया। तो दबाए और क्या है, और सबको जेल में डाला, बच्चों को भी 12 साल के बच्चों को भी जेल में डाला, जेपी को जेल में डाला, मोरारजी को जेल में डाला, वाजपेयी जी को जेल में डाला। तो इसलिए वो हमारा खिलाफ आवाज उठा रहे। It is all done by you people. Please, it is boomerang. Don't rake up those issues. It is boomerang on you. Try to know history, what has happened. This government have not done anything. You violate 144, somebody is picked up and released afterwards. Hey, I have been arrested thousands of times, and I violate some rule. We never said it is all vendetta politics, this, that and all. Opposition, this much liberty to opposition never was enjoyed. And this much liberty to media also, never it was enjoyed. As I told you, articles are coming. One of the leading commentator wrote, if the Prime Minister Modi dies tomorrow, he has named the next Prime Minister also of his choice. That is the freedom. Did you find government objecting or doing anything? और इन पीएम को हमने कभी भी कहा नहीं, पीएम को खून का दलाल, ये शब्द बीजेपी ने कभी यूज किया नहीं तो हमारा सरकार ने कभी यूज किया नहीं। जी,
you gave an example of Pierre Indian last committee taking off his channel for more than 12 days.
20 days. 20 days, ma.
That was before self-regulatory bodies like the NBSA sector was set up. What prevented your ministry from recommending this issue to NBSA, which is presided by a former Supreme Court judge?
They should have taken sumo moto into consideration and they should have issued some guidelines. We would have followed it. They have not done it.
Suggesting that the NBSA has failed?
I am not suggesting anything. I am not suggesting any headline or giving any read for any headline.
No,
I am only reacting.
Taken a sumo moto
Yeah,
recognition.
they should have. That's my feeling. That's my feeling. As a minister, there is a body. People who have condemned that, they should also have taken note of it. It's a national security. It's not personal security of an individual. It's an issue of national security. Or it's not an issue of printing the, portraying the nude pictures of what is that tennis.
Serena Williams.
That is the issue, individual. Though there is a liberty issue involved. This is a national security. That's why we expected everybody to take note and guide their people. I hope in the future they do it.
Sir, one more criticism is that only one channel has been singled out. There were other channels also which kind of did similar programming on that issue.
Now, whatever is brought to our notice, based on the facts, The inter-ministerial committee is there. It's not the minister even. There is an inter-ministerial committee. And if there is any need for improvement or that can be definitely considered. I have no problem. I am with an open mind. I am also trying to familiarize myself what is this inter-ministerial committee, how it was formed, when it was formed, how these regulations have come. All these things also I am also studying. And if there is scope for any improvement, we will do it.
But Mr. Naidu, if you're saying there's scope for improvement, you've been hearing about it in the papers for a very long time, that, every other channel, and they were far more vociferous as compared to NDTV. Now that you're aware, would your ministry be taking suo motu action, on the basis?
I will not do anything suo motu. I expect those bodies which are created for that purpose, voluntarily, they should react suo motu. Government acts only when there is something before them substantially, one. Secondly, I am not proposing action against anybody. There are set regulations, everybody should follow the regulations. If they do not follow the regulations, and then the system takes care of itself. There's a system that has taken care.
So would you be nudging these bodies of the government to look at these media reports as well?
I am not on the business of daily monitoring what has appeared in which newspaper. We are not concerned about the criticism of the government at all. I am concerned about the country's safety and security. That is the difference between this government and the earlier government. Criticism against the Prime Minister also is okay. The criticism, Rahul ji has made a criticism, we are responding to the criticism, that's all. We are not taking any action on that.
So, but this action would have been initiated in the report of EMMC. So, EMMC definitely would have prepared reports about other channels also. How come it was?
No. You have seen already, ma'am, during the earlier government, 21 channels. After this government came, 45 channels. Action has been taken. Action has been taken.
आपने जो राहुल गांधी के बारे में
because the others are not touched, don't touch me. This is another argument. उनको पकड़ा नहीं, मुझे आपने हमको पकड़ा. मेरा कहना ये है, that means you are accepting that you have done wrong. First, let us agree on that point, and then we can discuss.
जी जो बात आप राहुल गांधी को लेकर कह रहे हैं वही आज मायावती ने भी अपनी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में कही है कि बीजेपी सिर्फ गुंडों की एक मिली-जुली जो नेताओं की वो है पार्टी और हमेशा लोगों को सिर्फ धोखा देना ही बीजेपी का काम रहा है, चाहे वो किसान हो या आम जनता।
बीजेपी आया सत्ता में 2 साल के पहले यहाँ, और कांग्रेस पार्टी जो मित्र है बीएसपी का, वो कितना साल से सरकार में है, किसके पास गुंडा है, मैं नाम में नहीं जाना चाहता हूँ, हमारा आदत भी नहीं है। उनके पार्टी में किस तरफ का गुंडस थे, उनको कैसा उन्होंने प्रोत्साहन किया, पूरा लोगों को। दीज आर ऑल फ्रस्ट्रेटेड पीपल नाउ, एसपी, बीएसपी, कांग्रेस, जेडीयू, आरजेडी, गठबंधन, महागठबंधन, all these are because they are frustrated, they don't have any chance in the elections, they form fronts and then put tents and then they remove it and then go away. This has been happening earlier also. That's why the Samajwadi Party and Bahujan Samaj Party, they formed a national front, it became a national front, then they formed a third front, then it became third, and then they formed a united front, it became a divided front, and now they are now trying to create a Mahagathbandhan. I wish them all the best. They have shown the trial of Gathbandhan, you have seen that day. Daggers were taken out and they were displayed. People have to be careful. बड़ा डैगर किसका हाथ में है, छोटा डैगर किसके हाथ में है, किसको क्या करना चाहते हैं, उन्होंने खुद दिखाया. I appreciate them. They have shown their intent also. And यही पार्टी जो बहुजन समाज पार्टी कह रहे हैं, तो सामाजिक एकता के बारे में, हमारा पार्टी के बारे में कहने वाले, उन्होंने क्या नारा दिया, कहाँ से कहाँ तक पहुँच गया, जाति के आधार पर निर्मित हुआ वो पार्टी, वो हमारा ऊपर उंगली उठाए. थैंक यू.